What's happening, guys? Just wanted to do a reaction video. UFC 280 reaction. A lot happened. We had what? Shoulders dislocating, new champs, me getting called out, face-offs, Chimaev fighting in the crowd, some good fights. It was a very eventful night, so let's get into it.
Oh! Huge left for Dariush!
Beneil, Dariush, and Gamrot. Again, another one that surprised me. I wasn't too sure on Gamrot, but I thought Gamrot's, again, wrestling, grappling might be a little bit too much, but Beneil looked great, like his scramble ability. As soon as Gamrot grabbed a hold of him, even when he took him down, the scramble got under it, and even got straight back up, looked great on his feet. Mate, a big win for Beneil, you know what I mean? He's a classy dude, man, he really is. He's a professional. I've been seeing him around all week, and he's been nothing but respectful. And obviously, you know, there's that little bit of a, not awkward, whether it is awkward for him, I don't know, but the fact that he thought he was the backup and obviously wanting the title shot, and then me, you know, doing the same. But I mean, he's nothing but classy. I'm sure he's going to be fun for the title very soon anyway. But let's move on to Petr and Sean O'Malley. Great fight. It was a very competitive fight. Who did I think won? I thought Petr won at the end of the first. Like, to be honest, on the third round, I was like, oh, the first two rounds, obviously back and forth, but I mean, I had them one apiece. And then that third round, it was back and forth. It really was. And then, like, it was one time, like, I think Petr's got it, and then, oh, maybe Sean might have evened it up a little bit there. And then he ended up getting the takedown right at the end as well, on top of me maybe leaning towards Petr. Thought maybe Petr did enough. But two of the judges say different. Is it a complete robbery? I don't know. Like, again, it was a close fight. There was, you know, they were both obviously hurting each other. Very close fight, very fun fight. Is Sean O'Malley next for the title fight? I think that's what they wanted, right? They wanted the winner to definitely fight for the title, I think. Especially if Sean won, fighting the #1 contender. I think it does make sense, even though it was a little controversial. Again, Petr's my guy. Sean O'Malley still looked great. I knew he would be tough on the feet, and being a 3-rounder, I thought, yeah, he still surprised me. You know, he surprised me, and so that first round was still very competitive. I think the first round was Sean, and then the second round I had Petr, and then the third round I thought Petr did enough. But anyway, close fight, good fight. Hopefully they round it back as well, because that was a very, very fun fight.
Fighting the craziest fucking sport in the world.
And let's go to the two title fights. Aljamain Sterling, TJ Dillashaw. I was actually wrong on this. I thought TJ Dillashaw was going to be, you know, his wrestling and that wouldn't be a problem for Aljamain, but obviously he had the shoulder dislocating problem. I seen that early, actually. I actually called that earlier. I seen TJ, like, almost from the start of that first round, he falls down. He seemed like, he's making these faces as if, oh, something's hurting. And I'm like, what's that about? And then I seen him as he was moving, his arm was a little bit down. I'm like, oh, he's dislocated his shoulder.
You see him kind of massaging, trying to pop it back.
You know, that's probably unfortunate for TJ, but the way Aljamain even took him straight down, you could tell he was a lot stronger. You can't take anything away from Aljamain. You know, again, a lot of people are giving him flack, giving it to him, but I think that a few people are pretty tough on him. Yeah, that was a win, man. Again, it was dislocated, kept popping out, but at the same time, you could almost say ragdolled him, and that's how the shoulder come out anyway. So yeah, you can't take that away from Aljamain. Looks strong. Now he's defended a couple of times, which is crazy if you look at that division. It's a stacked division.
Still!
Let's go to the main event. Islam and Charles Oliveira. He was obviously leaning towards Islam to win. I thought that, you know, Charles would be dangerous. Islam actually landed a little bit on the feet, which I guess it's not too surprising when you got, you know, people that are going to be worried about the takedown. But not just that, I don't think that was why he was landing. I think he was landing because Charles is pretty aggressive. He comes forward and he does eat punches. He showed that in his last few fights. That's why you can't be too surprised that you know, he's going to get hit, because he's been hit his last few fights. And I try to tell people that, you know, a lot of people like, you know, even when I was going to be a potential matchup for Charles, and people are like, oh no, Charles, I'm like, man, like, remember, like, he's getting hit a lot of the times in these fights, you know, it's usually 50-50 till he takes them out. No disrespect to him, but I mean, like, that's the truth. He's very, very hittable, and And then he ends up catching him back. That's what I always said. I go, yeah, the thing is with me, I'm going to hit you and you won't hit me back. You have a go, I have a go. That's not how I play. Islam did a pretty good job to land some shots, take advantage of that on the feet, and then took it down. People don't want to follow up after they drop him, follow him up. Islam did, and then got the finish. Mate, it was a crazy main event, and then I get called out by Khabib and Islam.
All the way to Australia and fight in pound for pound king backyard with Volkanovski.
I didn't see this short guy. Bring him here.
You know, calling me short and stuff like that. Like, yes, no surprise, I'm short.
Let's do it. Hey, the lightweight on the line, pound for pound number one on the line. Let's do it.
So that's good. If they're thinking that it's going to be an easy matchup, they're going to be quickly surprised when I'm in front of them. So I'm looking forward to this. It looks like it's locked in for Perth. That's why I come to Abu Dhabi, right? I put myself in a position, like, I was taking all the risks, right? Short camp, fighting two, who knows who I was fighting. I could have fought either one of them, but I knew it would lock me in as next. Put me in a position to make sure I was next in line. So yeah, again, it was well worth me coming and making the trip, putting myself in this position. Again, not many fighters in my position, as in pound for pound number one, defending featherweight champ, would actually do something like that, but that's just the guy I am and the guy I always have been. And it's paid off. So now it's looking like I'm fighting Islam in Perth, UFC 284. How good is that? The Aussies are going to love it. They deserve a big card, and it is going to be a cracker. And I promise you I'm going to put on a show, and I promise you they might think I'm small, and they might, I don't know, whether they think this is easy or not. It ain't going to be easy. I'm going to put it on them, and you wait and see. And if you doubt me, I love it. I appreciate that. That just drives me even more. I think sometimes when the doubt can be, it's almost a blessing. Makes you work harder. You know what I mean? So doubt me. Let me be the underdog. That's where I do my best work. Let's go. Thanks again for the support. I hope you enjoyed the show. Please like, subscribe, share, do all that business. Comment. Make sure you comment. And again, thank you.